Why is Israel taking the Azeri side right now? Do you guys want to guess? You guys want to guess? I mean, there's guess. I mean, my guess is just a guess, by the way. Why is Israel taking the Muslim side rather than the Christian side? Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys guess, but we're gonna mention this on the second video. Land? No. Israel doesn't have any. Israel is all the way over there. What land do they want over here in Azerbaijan? Israel doesn't have any expansionist motivations all the way in Azerbaijan.
Call ourselves one.
Okay, here's the official spokesperson for Turkey for presidential. This guy, I saw this interview of the full version of it, but he's saying we call ourselves. Look at this. Oof. If this is not expansionism, if this is not government interference outside of, if this is not empire building agenda, I don't know what is, right? Look at this. This is Turkey speaking. This is look at the Trump decoration behind them. Everything is goddamn gold. This is officially Turkey's statement. Okay, it doesn't get more official than this. We call ourselves one nation, two states. One nation, two states. This is Turkey's government officially declaring, saying, this is their official position, that Azerbaijan and Turkey are one nation. I mean, I thought the Iranian government was bold with their assertions when it comes to having influence outside of their borders. I mean, to the world, the Iranian government says like, "Oh no, we're just helping our allies." But at least at home, they say like, "Yeah, we're controlling Iraq, Syria, Yemen, Lebanon." They brag about it. But they haven't yet said. I mean, they dream about this, but they haven't yet openly even said internally that, yeah, Lebanon is part of Iran. It was part of Iran's previous empire, so we're going to take it back. I mean, they say it, that they think that secretly, but they haven't openly admitted that yet. They don't say Lebanon is part of Iran. They want that to be. They don't say Iraq is part of Iran. That's their agenda. They don't say Yemen is part of Iran. They don't say Syria is part of Iran. But they jack off thinking about the day that all of this is going to come back to the Iranian Empire. They think about that, and they let the people who want that, they let them keep repeating that. Okay, but they never officially came out and say something like this. But Turkey is like the spokesman is coming out and saying, yeah, we ourselves are one nation, two states. God damn, that's like bold. That's bold. Let me see what you guys are saying. Terrell is saying Israel's military support for Azerbaijan is pretty much only about Azerbaijan being a Muslim country that recognizes Israel. Nope, that's not my guess. Think Israel. What's Israel's main number one fear? Giving you a hint. Why would Israel be meddling in Azerbaijan at all? Why would they be there? What's close to Azerbaijan that Israel cares about? What is Israel's main number one agenda right now when it comes to foreign policy? Here, I'm giving you all the hint that you want, okay? What is Israel's number one agenda when it comes to foreign policy? All right, Terrell saying, I was reading Jerusalem Post and there is opposition within Israel to the military support for Azerbaijan. Yeah, of course. Critics point to Armenian genocide as as a precursor to to the H word. I'm not going to say that. In fact, when I was in Israel, when I was at I'm going to just say it. God damn it, YouTube. No, I'm not going to say it, okay? The big H, okay? The big H. You don't know what I'm talking about? Just read on the screen. Last word of Terrell, okay? I know this guy's name, so I know his name is Terrell, okay? The big H, the gassy thing that happened at the end of, like, during World War II, where it comes to the Jews and the gays and the gypsies, okay? That thing, okay? When I was I'm going to call it the big H, so please just know what I'm talking about. When I was at the Big H Museum in Jerusalem, was it in Jerusalem? Yeah, close. It was in Jerusalem. My guide Amir, which is a wonderful person by the way, who took us all over to Israel. He one thing that he found ashamed about the Israeli government is the fact that they haven't recognized the Armenian genocide as a genocide. And a lot of people in Israel, given the history of Israel, they think that Israel should be ahead of other countries at recognizing the Armenian genocide as a genocide. And they found it shameful that they aren't, okay? I know I got a super chat. I'm going to get to it right away, but let me just read some other comments. British Pakistani atheist saying Azerbaijan spent almost 5 billion on Israeli arms, including radar systems and drones. British Pakistani atheist is also saying, oh my God, we got 2 super chats. I'm going to read them, okay? I promise. Azerbaijan established ties with Israel soon after its post-Cold War independence in 1991. It's among a handful of Muslim-majority countries which have relations with Tel Aviv. Yeah, but Israel has ties with both Armenia and Azerbaijan, so these ties exist with both. But why in this conflict specifically? Why is Israel getting closer to Azerbaijan? There's another reason. Okay, but you guys have good points. No one said, there you go, Armin, my last £4. Wait, what do you mean your last £4? If that is your last £4, you shouldn't be giving it to us. God. Guys, make sure you do not support us financially if you're struggling financially. I really appreciate the super chats, but please, 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 please do not support us financially if you're struggling in any way, okay? Oh, here, ding, 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 ding. Good answer. Good job, guys. Yes, you got some people. Yes, yes. Iran, Iran. You guys got the answer. Iran, Iran, Iran. Okay, yep, but let me. Ex-Muslim Uzbek, just give us super chat, $5 super chat. Ex-Muslim Uzbek saying before Azeris arrived in the area along with the Turks from Central Asia steppes, weren't Armenian there for thousands of years. It doesn't really matter. I don't think anybody's right to a land should be based on history, ancient history. Yes! Got it, British Pakistani atheist. Got the full answer. I mean, I wouldn't phrase it like that, but that's the closest answer, okay? Israel wants Azerbaijan province to separate from Iran. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Well, whether they manage to separate or not, the thing is that whatever motivates internal struggles within Iran, Israel will back that up. Separatist movement will get the backing of Israel. Separatist movement within Iran will get the backing of Israel. And being on the side of the Azeris gets Israel closer to the Azeris in Iran. So you being close to the Azeris in Azerbaijan as a country gets you closer to this, the separatist movement. So this is what Israel is trying to get involved with. And this is why Israel is now backing anybody and anybody that is anti-Iran. Any movement that is anti-Iran. It doesn't matter if you're Shia, Sunni, Muslim, Christian. It doesn't matter. If you're against the Islamic Republic of Iran, Israel will somehow get involved and try to back you up. Thank you guys for the super chats, by the way. Terrell is saying, of course, Israel is concerned about Iran, and its support for Azerbaijan could also be because of that, but that overlaps a lot with Azerbaijan being a Muslim country, recognizing it. It doesn't matter to Israel anymore if you're Muslim or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're Shia, if you're Sunni. Israel is getting close to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is Muslim. Israel is getting closer to United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, every goddamn country that is against. It's not about Shia, Sunni, Muslim, non-Muslim. Doesn't matter. If you're against Iran, Israel will support you. This is the number one concern with the foreign policy. British Pakistani say in France it is criminal offense to deny. Yeah, but guys, let's keep the comments. Oh, really? Armenia? Oh, I thought you were gonna say the big edge. No, even the Armenian genocide, you can't deny that in France. I don't think so. Wow, that would be surprising. Anyways, let's continue with this video.
Nation, two states. What happens there, of course, is of direct concern to us. It affects, our borders. It affects our region.
It's got the Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh looking for outside help too.
If there is also a direct involvement of Turkey, and I don't see that Turkey is going to pull out from the region, we have to somehow, change some geopolitical approaches of our state, further strengthen our relations with brother countries, Russia, United States, Iran, and China.
So how involved is Turkey in the actual fighting? Well, that's difficult to pin down. Azerbaijan's using military drones supplied by Turkey and Israel, and Turkey's accused of recruiting Syrian fighters to help against the Armenians, which Turkey and Azerbaijan flatly deny.
There is no evidence of the so-called Syrian fighters going to Azerbaijan or facilitated by us. There is evidence of Lebanese Armenian individuals, I guess, or militia, going there.
So what's in it for Turkey and Azerbaijan, beyond trying to get back what they see as Azeri land? Well, something to consider is that this region is rich in oil and gas. Pipelines snake across the region. Oil and gas make up 90% of Azerbaijan's exports. And as for Turkey, Azerbaijan is now its biggest supplier of natural gas. So understandably, any instability here is bad for business all around. Azerbaijan accuses the Armenians of attacking a major oil pipeline, which Armenia denies. One thing's for sure, Azerbaijan's oil and gas has come in handy.
That's given Azerbaijan the revenues to build up a new army after it had lost a humiliating defeat back in the 1990s.
The other reason Turkey and Azerbaijan say they support the offensive on Nagorno-Karabakh is that they think the dispute has been allowed to fester, and now's the time to resolve it once and for all.
Our main concern is to find a diplomatic solution to this. But as I said, for this peace to be sustainable, it needs to be based on a plan to end the occupation.
It's true that over the years there have been...
So basically no peace until we get things turn out our way. This is what people say, like, yeah, sure, let's have peace. After we win. That's the conditions. That's the condition that's the condition for us to have peace. And the other side is like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're for peace too. After we win.